It's a feeling you're all too familiar with. With all the busy crap you have to deal with, you're already permanently exhausted. And because apparently there's no time to recover, you keep going, taking care of business. And that's when you stumble upon something infuriating. Maybe it's a coffee mug in the bathroom. Maybe it's workout clothes left beside the laundry hamper, not in it. Maybe it's your whole house looking like it was ransacked by toddlers. You're feeling both discouraged and pissed because you've talked to your better half about this very issue more times than you can count, and now your blood is fully boiling and you just want to rage. I'm Laura Brown, and I'm a human being who knows exactly what it's like to want to lose your shit on your partner. I'm also a therapist who helps tons of couples figure out how to manage those raging emotions and communicate constructively. I'm on a social media mission to help as many people feel like their best goddamn selves. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what you need to do to be able to deal with those hard-ass feelings constructively, so you don't lose your shit and end up with another dumpster fire fight that ends with someone sleeping on the couch or packing their bags. You'll want to stay until the end for some freebies and a quiz that'll help you better understand how you manage those pesky feelings. There are countless ways Will and I drive each other crazy. Just imagine trying to run two businesses with your husband and discovering that you have completely different work ethics and ways of thinking. Nightmare! But it's fine. Then there's parenting differences on top of that. Even though we share values when it comes to raising our girls, we were raised differently and don't share a brain. So we can easily be pissed off by the other one when they make calls that we don't agree with. And even though we can find ourselves wanting to claw each other's eyes out or hurl offensive insults at one another, we know that blowing up at each other would only ruin our lives further and risk the health of our relationship. This actually just happened to me last week. It was another annoying Pro D day, so the girls were at home all day and Will was on parenting duty. Before the day even started, I was stressed about the cost of Will taking the morning off of work, and I had mom guilt for not being with him. After I finished, I walk into the house expecting it, to be relatively tidy. I come to find the house in complete disaster. Toys everywhere, dishes and old food left out. And now Will is heading straight out to see clients. So guess whose plate all that bullshit lands on? Lucky me. At that moment, I was frustrated as hell. And I felt like he left this responsibility for me to deal with. Internally, I wanted to explode and tell him just how pissed I was at him. When you are maxed out, busy, and overwhelmed, it can feel next to impossible to stop and take notice of how you're actually feeling without burning the entire world to the ground. It's like you're running on autopilot, not necessarily super aware of emotions and how things might be building up for you. I mean, you probably know you're pissed, but you may not have a full grasp of why you feel that way. Like, is it because you feel disrespected, not valued, or not considered? The lack of awareness you have in times like this can play a big role in why you blow up at your partner when you are frustrated or angry. To deal with this, we recommend you act like a snail and slow the heck down so you can identify how you're actually feeling when big, nasty emotions knock on your door. The way I do this is by acknowledging internally what I'm experiencing, like, I'm fucking frustrated right now. Then I lean in and ask myself, I want to understand my feelings on a deeper level than what's obvious on the surface. It's obviously shitty for your partner to leave a big mess for you to clean up. But what about this is particularly upsetting for you? This is a crucial step if you want to express and deal with your feelings constructively rather than just letting them take you for a ride to that familiar place where you know you'll only make things worse. It's not just hard to be aware of how you actually feel and why in a moment of rage, simply not behaving like a complete piece of shit can feel beyond difficult. Have you ever tried to not be a shitty parent while feeling pissed off? It's hard and it sucks. Or feeling stressed out while trying to meet a tight deadline at work when you're in a probation period. It's like juggling 10 running chainsaws at the same time. Ask me how I know in the comments. But no joke. I guarantee any terrible fight you've ever had with your better half has involved emotional dysregulation, which is a clever clog's way of saying losing your shit. to keep your shit together or stay emotionally regulated, y'all gotta breathe, y'all gotta wanna keep from losing your shit, and y'all gotta do things that help you stay reasonably cool. And when I say reasonably cool, I mean just that. You don't have to sound like Mother Goose when you just wanna grab your boo and shake them, but make it your goal to be decent. As far as your breathing is concerned, I know this might sound basic as fuck, like when you might try to teach your 4-year-old, but breathing is one of the few ways we can keep ourselves from emotionally going off the rails. For real, I dare you right now to take one big deep breath in through your nose for 4 seconds and out through your mouth, and let us know in the comments how different you feel. Here, I'll even do it with you. Sure, it may not feel like you've just taken an edible, but you're probably one teeny tiny degree calmer than you were before you took that breath. If you can walk down the street and chew gum at the same time, you can make it your business to stay focused on your breath while approaching a hard conversation. Then, as far as wanting to stay emotionally regulated is concerned, that's really a mindset thing. The fact of the matter is, if you set your mind to something, you're way more likely to achieve it than if you don't. There's a sick, twisted part of everyone that just wants to flail when we feel upset. And if we don't keep that in check, we're likely to do just that. And to be real, that sick, twisted part is just our human nature. As soon as we're feeling ramped up, our body is fully prepped for danger. So you need to teach your body that you ain't in danger, girl. So tell yourself, I'm gonna keep my shit together, and it's far more likely that you actually will. And lastly, do things that keep you calm and grounded. Splash water on your face, pour yourself a cup of tea, or imagine that you're on The Bachelor. You don't want to lose your shit on national TV and be forever known as a snap case. Just do whatever helps you be your best self in those challenging moments. Okay, so you're mad, but you're doing a good job of keeping yourself reasonably calm. You're aware of how you feel, you understand why you feel that way, and you haven't lost your shit. Believe it or not, none of this is by accident. You're doing it all on purpose. Pat yourself on the back. Now you have a very important question to answer. Do you say anything to your better half, or do you zip it and keep that frustration in your noggin? Here's where a cost-benefit analysis comes in handy. There are a whole host of reasons why you may not feel like expressing your frustration. Fear of conflict, fear of being a nag, fear of being misunderstood, fear of ruining a peaceful moment, or even fear of ruining your relationship as a whole. There's also the possibility that you're feeling frustrated about something that's not entirely fair. Like, maybe your partner made dinner and put the kids to bed, and you're left cleaning up the kitchen while they enjoy some TV time relaxing away. It's annoying that you have to be tidying up the house, but maybe it's not entirely fair to expect them to help. Then, of course, there are the reasons why it's good to speak up when you decide it's fair. Bottling up your feelings is like leaving leftovers in the fridge for weeks or months on end. You're going to end up with some nasty, stank-ass resentment. You can't expect a problem to get better if you don't deal with it. And harboring frustration creates disconnection. So weigh the costs and benefits, and if you decide that talking about it really is the best option, then approach your partner in a thoughtful, intentional way. And be honest, but respectful. Let's say you're pissed about the state of the house like I was. It's not gonna work out so well to say, "How dare you leave the house like this, you lazy son of a bitch!" Instead, take a breath and say, "Honey, I'm really annoyed with how messy the house was when I came in from work, and then I had to put it all back together. Can you please make more of an effort to keep that from happening in the future?" With this, you're acknowledging your feelings, you're being open and honest with your better half, and you're addressing the issue, all without losing your shit and setting the dumpster on fire. Expressing concerns and frustrations without losing your shit may not be easy, but you got this. It's a skill, and just like anything else you're good at, it takes practice. Talk to your better half about how you can both support one another in dealing with frustration and anger more constructively, and make it your mission to deal with those feelings without making matters worse. We're rooting for you, and to help you on your journey, peep the description for links to our free guide to emotional regulation and a quiz to help you better understand your frustration management style. And if you're busy and you're sick and tired of having frustrating fights that go nowhere, there's also a link to our awesome online course, Smart Conflict for Couples, where we guide you through absolutely everything you need to do to stop fighting and feel more connected and fulfilled in your relationship. If you found this helpful, definitely hit the like button and subscribe for more content to help you have a happier and more connected relationship, despite your busy ass life. Take care until next time.